Hey guys, today we're exploring Deadwood, South Dakota, where arguments were settled by 6 shooters, pew pew, and justice was dispensed by Sheriff Bullock. Also, fun fact, Deadwood was named after the trees in this creek. When the pioneers and the prospectors came here, all the trees were dead. So if you're wondering how it got its name, now you know. So come along with us and let's go back in time to the 1800s and see what Deadwood is all about.
Starting in 1908 and through the middle of the century, Sears sold kit homes. Here are 3 examples of those homes that are still in existence and standing today. They are beautiful. And here's a few examples of some of the other architecture that lines the streets of Deadwood. You could almost feel Wild Bill sitting in a rocking chair in the front of some of these houses, having an ice cold beverage before heading to the saloon to play some poker. The Franklin Hotel was built in 1903 and sported 81 rooms and had unheard of features like telephone, running water, radiant heat, and electricity in every room. These features attracted guests like, you guessed it, Wild Bill, President Theodore Roosevelt, William Taft, Babe Ruth, and even John Wayne, just to list a few. You can still stay at the Franklin today. Another hotel you'll find on Main Street is the Bullock Hotel, built by none other than Seth Bullock, the former sheriff of Deadwood.
And here on Gold Street, this was one of the first claims here in Deadwood, and the largest gold nugget in Deadwood history was found right here on this section of street. So Scott Jacobs' studio is the place that they captured Jack McCall, who assassinated Wild Bill Hickok here in the town of Deadwood. So this is where he was captured, and it's now an art gallery.
So after Jack McCall was captured, he was held for 2 days, basically tried in a kangaroo court, lied Wild Bill assassinated his brother, and back then the law stated you could have a revenge killing. Well, Jack McCall never had a brother, so after he was released, they finally figured that out, and he was recaptured in another state, tried, and then finally executed.
So this is the saloon where Wild Bill was shot. So we're gonna go in, see if we can get a beverage. I'm not playing no poker, so I might get that dead man's hand. Aces and eights. So we just had some beers called the Wild Bill Mild. It's like a 150-year-old recipe that I guess Wild Bill drank. So here at the saloon where Bill took his last breath before he was shot in the back of the head. But yeah, Deadwood's pretty cool so far.
Yeah.
We're enjoying our time here.
It's very neat.
A lot of history.
Yeah.
So then we opted for a tour that took us all the way up to the cemetery where Wild Bill Hickok, Seth Bullock, and even Calamity Jane are buried. You can drive up and park and then walk the rest of the way, but let me tell you, it's a heck of a uphill battle. It was well worth the $20, take the tour and learn the history. So even back in the Wild West, they had a great sense of humor. Wild Bill actually only met Calamity Jane, as far as people know, one time, and that was on a train. They didn't really talk. He didn't care for her at all. She was a drinker and a storyteller. So the final joke, they buried her right next to him. So if you're into Wild West history, Deadwood, South Dakota is a must-visit place. There is so much to see, do, and learn about.
It was really cool. We enjoyed our time here. Recommend hopping on one of the tour buses. They give you the history of the place. But as you can hear from all the traffic, it's a busy little bustling town. Definitely not like it was back in the 1876 when it was founded. But a lot of really cool history. We got to have a drink when Wild Bill took his last breath before he was shot in the back of the head. We got to see where the trials took place, got to see a little live shootout. Just a cool little town. So if you're in the Black Hills area, definitely stop by Deadwood.